Welcome everyone to another night of Pathfinder here at the Moonflower Tavern. Thanks for coming in, thanks for checking us out. My name is Ty Thalanos. I run this channel here. I play a lot of different games, and Wednesday night is truly my favorite night of the week because I get to play Pathfinder with these three fine players. You can find me on Twitter on X, and now on Blue Sky as well. So feel free to come out and say hi. What else is there? See, it's been 2 weeks. We missed last week, so I'm a little trying to remember what the heck I talk about when we get started. But I know the music that you just heard, the music that you're going to hear for the rest of the night, comes from our bard Gregulus Designs, or the Derpwood. You can find their music on YouTube. If you want to join my Discord channel, you can always jump in. Hey, Derpwood, welcome in. You can join my Discord channel, say hi, kind of hang out. It's really small, just kind of me there right now. But if you guys want to join, feel free, because all our followers of the Twitch channel actually can create an NPC that is going to inhabit the world. So Derpwood, I need you to work on that so we can get you in here too. Let's see, other ways to support other than following. You can always sub, and subs actually work towards a player art commission where we're going to actually get some art of the characters, get that commission from a real human artist. Bits as well. If you donate 100 bits or 100 copper pieces, you can gift a hero point to any player or the GM, and players also, since it is the third session, you have another hero point. So looks like Hastian's at 2, Guzmak's at 5, Joanna's at 4, and the little GM's at 0. So I'm gonna have to start pumping those hero points up because I haven't been taking them. So maybe you guys will have to use them for Keithneck. Maybe that's how it'll go, since I don't have any. Let's see, what else are we doing? I think that's really about it for my announcements. I want to get right back into the game. So, players, you're up. Mike, a little bit about yourself and where people can find you.
Hello all, my name is Mike, aka Madcap23, or some combination of numbers after Madcap. You can find me on most social medias as Madcap23. I am a veteran TTRPG player and game master of 30 plus years. I've been making homebrew content on D&D Beyond, and I've been making some TikToks and YouTubes. I've been out of that for a while. I need to get back into it, but yeah, things on how to make your game better and how to make it run smoother as either a player or a GM. And tonight, I'm playing Hastian, your Whisper Elf Rogue.
Awesome. I believe Allie is up next. A little bit about yourself and who you are playing tonight.
Okay, so my name is Allie. This is my first campaign of TTRPG, and tonight I am playing Joanna, the Human Monk. And I'm very excited for the screenshots when my internet goes down, so look forward to that.
We got two good ones.
Fingers on the button.
So.
Hey.
Let's put them in the tavern or something. So everyone
well.
We
Make
might
people
just
watch
have to do
videos.
that.
No,
Okay.
we're good.
Before
Ellie
we get
has no control.
Before we get to Shelly, the Derpwood, thank you very much for the 100 bits. Let us know who you want that hero point to go to, and we'll make sure to update the totals. But Shelly, a little bit about yourself and who you would like, or who you are playing tonight.
Heyo, I'm Shelly. You can find me on that sinking ship called Twitter still, at Real Flea Monkey. You can also find me perhaps in the tavern room here at the Moonflower Tavern as Flea Monkey. Tonight I am playing Guzmak, your friendly neighborhood cleric who may or may not heal you. Probably will heal you. If your name is Joanna or Hestian.
You're better than me.
So, players from the Derpwood, he actually donated an extra 300 bits. So everyone is going to get an extra hero point, including
Thank
me.
you, Derpwood.
So thank you
Thank you,
very much for that.
Fairport.
Yeah, thank you.
Awesome. Okay. Is there anything else anyone has to say or questions? I know you guys have a lot of conspiracy theories and whatnot, so kind of save some of that for the game here. But if we're ready, why don't we jump right back into the game? Still, last we left off, the players were, well, let's see, a bit of a story. The players had arrived at the Goldfield Farms in order to investigate a haunted homestead. After a fretful, stormy night in the dilapidated barn, they began exploring the house. The investigation continued. Strange noises and stranger devices were uncovered, and a tunnel was discovered underneath the house, where one previous resident's body was located. Beyond that, a cavern with a buried graveyard inside, but the graveyard was not deserted. After a battle with a ghoul-like creature, the players discovered another body with a journal, who, it's estimated died about a year ago. But right where we last left off, Guzmik had just finished reading out loud some passages from the journal when she started tasting an acrid, ashy taste. While off to the side, Guzmik, Keithnak and Joanna were standing near Hastian as he had just finished burning some old, decaying, rotting meat that he had found in one of the graves. Players, I leave it to you.
Let's air this place out. I cannot stand this taste in my mouth. I'm sure it's the air. It's going in through my nose and it's in my mouth. I'm not breathing in and out colors right now. It's just ash.
How do you propose that we air this place out?
Let's just fan. Just do some fanning. No?
Way.
Maybe we could leave?
Yeah. That one. Seems like less work.
Well, okay, so we looked at the two that were kind of sort of sealed up a little bit. We could leave, right?
Go check
I mean,
out
we looked at
everybody.
everything in here.
Yeah, I think we looked at all of the different areas, right? We checked out all of the all these things.
The mausoleums. Yeah, I went down that other row too while you
Yep.
guys were
Did we-
messing around.
Did we look up here? I believe that we were told that this is just a cavern, that there's nothing up there, right? Game Master, hello.
Yep. It is a enclosed area, caved in, and this space is either dug out or spared from some disaster, probably of height of maybe that 15 to 20 foot high ceiling. So it's not like a overarching high cavern, but it is a cavern nonetheless.
Okay. I mean, I think we can leave.
I say we go back to the other body and dig it out a little bit, maybe?
Yeah, let's go do that.
Yay!
Is Guzmik able to put two and two together about maybe this isn't even an addition sort of equation, but put the burning of that creature and the taste in her mouth? Did that happen at the same time, or was it after she read the journal? Did they all happen at the same time?
Give me a perception check.
Okay. That is a 14.
I mean, it was pretty close to the same time, but at the same point in time, like, your other three companions aren't like, you know, trying to roll around some spit in their mouth to try to get it out. They seem like they are not noticing it, so you're really unsure, but something's up.
Very weird. All right, should we go?
I think so. I think Joanna's right. Let's go and try to uncover that other dwarf and see
Right.
what we can find.
Okay. Heading back, maybe about, I think, 5 minutes or so. Passing through heading back is easy. There's one path, you know, that as you walked forward, you had those small outjuttings that seem like a different path to go. But when you're heading back, there's just a winding, meandering way back. And you do reach that same area where you kind of have to crawl through a bit of the collapsed tunnel where you know the other body had been found.
Who would like to do the honors?
Well, I got these digging implements right here, and I'm flashing you the gross, long, pointy fingernails. I can get us started.
Those look perfect.
I'll start doing. You know, actually, I'll probably dig like a dog does. I'll get down and I'll just start doing this thing.
Keith Mack would seem to be prepared to jump in. If no one was going to stop him, he'd probably assist as well.
I'm not stopping him.
All right.
Oh.
Come on in, cheese and noodle.
Keith Mack and Guzmik will start kind of uncovering the body, and it was pretty easy. You had kind of seen a boot previously to know where it was. You'd uncovered the body a little bit, and sure enough, as you continue digging and pulling the dirt away, you do find a decaying body of an older dwarf.
Can I search the pockets?
Sure. Give me an investigation roll.
I don't think there is one.
Sorry. Perception. Golly. Investigation was just so
Get it
handy.
together.
Yeah.
Well,
Hey, it's been 2 weeks.
It's fair.
21.
I think there's yet one ring on the hand, and in the pockets, 2 silver, about 12 copper pieces, and you even find a couple gold kind of hidden in a false pocket.
There isn't a ring on the finger.
There is one, but you do notice with your 21 that one ring is missing.
Interesting. I noticed a ring is missing.
Guzmik would like to determine cause of death if she can. She is not looking for the rings because she believes her party members left the body untouched. Should I roll a medicine?
Yes, please.
Okay.
Joanna was not very, stealthy in her digging around and checking pockets. But she's obviously looking for some clues, right?
Yeah,
No, we're not digging it up for fun. That's
Yeah, these are clues. I'm looking for clues. My party members are looking for clues. We're not looting. Nope.
Then what's the point?
This person was buried in sort of a careful ceremonial kind of way.
There's rocks just on his head.
I'll debate that one.
Come on.
His arms were placed in a certain. Okay, fine.
They had been placed. You can tell that this body had been kind of reburied or resettled at the very least. but there are scratches on his face and on his hands, neck, and kind of all around him are a number of scratches. There are a few kind of gouges around the biceps and even around the back. Nothing that would cause death. Nothing that severe. But there is some hurt to this dwarf.
You guys, I don't know how he died. Okay, I know how to
Doesn't
fix
look like
people. I'm not really a mortician type person. That isn't my forte of study. Sorry. Could have been any number of ways he died. Do you have any tattoos or anything? As I'm looking over his body and looking at scratches and...
May I look at the scratches and see if there's anything about them that would indicate poison or disease, using either thievery for poison or medicine check for either of them? Up to you.
I guess go with whatever you would like.
I think it's got to be medicine, as much as I want to use my plus 10. Crap, only a 9. Never mind. Looks like scars to me. I don't know.
Yep.
Fuck.
Lots of dirt. Old kind of body. It's hard to really tell too much.
Did
What if
we
we
see
roll?
blood in the house? Or what? Yeah.
Yep.
I don't know what to do with that.
I've stumped the players.
And we rolled him over too, right? Looked at his back.
Yeah.
Back of his head, all that.
Yep.
Sir, what were we hired to do? Because I mean, we
Figure
found
out
the
the
guys.
haunting.
Yeah.
Well, we needed to
We
figure
kinda-
out the haunting, and we needed to figure out where these guys were. And I think that we've done both of those by the journal entries and by the fact that we've found corpses.
Carry him back for proof.
I think we should leave him here.
All right.
And we left the other guy. Nobody's carrying the son, right?
No.
Mhm.
It's been 2 weeks. I can't remember. Sorry.
And I go, hey, hang on. And I'm using thievery again to pull that ring out of my pocket.
Walking away,
stealthily,
so we don't see.
and pretend to pick it up off the ground at a 27. Hey, this must have come off. Maybe we just bring this back to show the landowner that we found them and that they're deceased.
You
Easier
just
than a
found that.
body.
You just found that on the floor. How did we miss that?
I don't
Are we
know.
all blind?
Apparently.
Jeez. And we're looking for clues, and we miss a ring on the floor.
Well, it was the one that was on his hand. He had 2 rings, one on each hand. This is his signet ring.
Also, players, sorry to interrupt. Minnesota Muse, thank you so much for the bits as well. Everyone's going to get another hero point, so you guys are rolling it right now.
Thanks,
I'm all
Ash.
scared when we use it.
Thank you, Ashley. I'll hold on to this. We'll show this to the farmer later.
Alright.
Okay. I still don't know how he missed it.
I don't know either.
I mean, especially you, Heston. I mean, you got those ears, but you also got those eyes to like find stuff. I'm starting to doubt your abilities.
Hey, I found it, didn't I?
Okay, you did find it. Yep.
No one else found it.
Good point. You did a great job.
Thanks.
I take it all back.
Appreciate it.
I'm glad you're with us. You know what?
Okay.
I'm gonna try to cover up the body again.
I'll take
As
care
a-
of that. I'll take care of that. Great job digging it out.
I'll help you.
I'll watch.
Guzmik
I
is
just-
suspicious.
Guzmik
Thanks.
is suspicious and also wants to share the duties. She dug it up. She'll
All right.
pick dirt out of her long, gross black fingernails while you guys cover it up. Oh, and I'll make his arms do the
No,
same thing.
I'm doing the
Okay,
thing
okay.
with the arms.
Quality control.
Fuck. What?
Good manager.
Taking that other ring off. 19.
I'm distracted, I guess.
Well, I mean, it's up to you. What's your perception?
I would say Guzmik's keeping an eye.
I
if
don't
you-
want to. I mean, Guzman can.
Good.
There's no way.
Perception
I
check.
didn't see it.
Here we go. Was there gonna be a fight?
Beat a 19.
Oh!
Oh! Damn!
So that's a 20 for Guzmik. So you did notice Hastian kind of palm the
Well,
ring
no.
right before he covered it up in dirt.
Well, I put the hand that had the ring on the bottom.
I'm gonna choose not to say anything because he found that other ring, and I believe that, and so I feel like he deserves to get this.
All right.
Are you
So
guys
we
done yet?
finish- We finished covering the body, and
Yes.
may the sun and moon and watch over you and protect the grave, and don't come back as a spooky weird thing.
That was beautiful.
Thank you.
Great rights.
What was that, Heston?
I'm just hoping that he doesn't come back as something spooky and weird.
That's valid.
Do you
I'll do
have
a-
rights you want to say over him?
Yeah, I'll do a quiet
Okay.
little wordless holding my pendant thing, and you'll see me kind of go like this. That's kind of my 3-star thing. That's all I do. You don't hear me say anything. Maybe I
Well,
stand there
alright
for
then.
half a minute. Nod. Let's go.
Let's be off.
Beautiful.
As you all make your way back, you eventually reach that kind of secondary, smaller dugout area, that second home almost, that was hiding in the tunnels. Keith Mack kind of looks up at you all expectantly.
Mm-mm.
Cheese?
Yes, let's go get the cheese.
He'll perk up and scamper into the room and come back carrying a decent sized wheel of cheese.
Fuzzy.
He did not grab the fuzzy one.
Oh.
Personal
Good job.
growth.
Continuing on, making your way to the tunnel, to the end of the tunnel, up the stairs, lifting the... No, I believe you had weighted down the trap, or the hatch, so it couldn't fall over, I believe.
Yep.
Back through again. Are you leaving it open, closing it?
Well, let's close it.
Closing it, covering it back up a little bit. It is now, I think, yet just after midday, if I remember correctly. I believe so. It didn't take you too terribly long to search through the house. I'm guessing you make your way back out up the bluff again, overlooking this homestead. By this point in time, the dreary morning has passed away has passed farther to a partly cloudy day. As you can look down to the north, you see the Goldfield Farms spread out with their farm here, farm there, a path in between, kind of meandering through the different sections. And you turn back, looking at the farmstead, you see those two bluffs heading to the south, and the strange shadow left over from the bluff you stand upon and the sides to kind of give the homestead to be left in perpetual near shadow. While making your way back to the north, round the pass, past the fields, you see a number of people working the fields, weeding here in this early spring. As you walk along, you seem to gather more attention of people stopping their work and keeping an eye on you and grouping up for a bit to talk to each other about something. And
I'm whistling a jaunty tune as we go.
Kuzmik is saying, "Decent noodle! We did that! Decent noodle!"
with that, you might get a few kind of waves back as one kid goes scampering off a bit to the east, northeast. As you pass a couple of farms, it does take you a while to actually get back to where now you can see the kind of the homes laid out in a circle as a figure is coming jogging up from the east that you recognize to be the owner of the land here, Merrill Goldfield. Half-elven gentleman now runs up. You're back. How did it go?
Went all right.
And
Oh yeah, it's not haunted at all. Well, I mean, there's an undead problem, but not haunted.
House
When
is
he-
haunted.
Yeah, when he says an undead problem, we did take care of it. Also, there were some devices. I'm looking at Heston like,
I take out the pieces of the device that I tore out of the chimney.
we found these in the house. This might be causing some of the disruption. We think this problem has been solved. Decent noodle.
And here's why. And I take out some of the pages that we found in the diaries, that especially the one that says, we found someone that would make a device that could cast spells. And then the one that describes the dwarf seeing the elven lady walking down the hall. I'm going to say, look, in my opinion, this device and the one that was in the chimney were projecting images of scary, spooky stuff walking down the hall. The other reason why the land is so higgledy-piggledy is that the dwarves hired a druid to make that happen. And it's denoted here in this page.
I think some of the pages are fake, but it doesn't matter. I mean, we found the dwarves. Shouldn't be a problem.
They're dead.
Yeah, it's not haunted.
well, how did you know it was the dwarves? I mean, it's been
Signet ring.
I'll kind of take the ring of... Well, I guess I feel like they had some kind of ring. Kind of pass it back, doing a bit of thinking about it, kind of looking through a bunch of the papers. So you're saying it wasn't haunted?
They made it appear haunted to scare people off so that no one would come and see what they were really doing. And what they were really doing is that they had found out that underneath your land there was an ancient graveyard.
Yeah, do you know about this graveyard? Like,
Yeah.
The furthest I dig is a couple feet under the ground. Nothing further than that. So, guess that is news to me.
it's there if you want to explore it, I guess.
You'll
Be careful, though.
Why? I thought you took care of...
We did. No, we did. We looked over the whole thing, but I mean, it was you know, it was kind of a scenario where some of the mausoleums were like into the dirt and they probably go further in. There could be cave-ins.
Like talking in absolutes, so
We
probably fine.
probably fine. I mean, currently fine. Currently fine.
Well, all right. Well, let's at least get your horses and just let me check something quick. He'll kind of head back to the house. He'll run inside and kind of hear a bit of rustling and moving around, and he'll come out with some more of those scraps of paper that he had been handed by some previous adventurers. Well, I guess it seems the handwriting does match. Looks about the same. Well, all right. My goodness, thank you so much, decent noodle.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know, let me pen a bit of a letter, and we'll make sure that I think Gelric should have the money yet. He'll make sure that you're all squared away.
Did he tell us that they paid us? Or no? I think I'm making that up. That's been a couple weeks.
Gelric had been paid the reward early in order for it to be posted, essentially.
Okay. Probably new player.
It's all good. Couple minutes go by, kind of, and he comes out with a folded up letter with a wax seal over it. Well, I think this should suffice.
Uzvik has taken the letter, put it in a safe place.
Well, is there anything else we can do? Would you care to spend the night? And you know, I'm sure the community would love to hear some tales, or at the very least we could get you some food, or will you be making your way back right away?
Oh, decent noodle, convene.
I could eat.
You could eat?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I could eat too. Should we just stay overnight here? Or at least have dinner?
Yeah, let's have dinner and...
How
Go ahead.
far? I can't remember how far away is this from Garath?
It's a good 7-ish hours. You could probably push the horses a little faster. As of right now, it's probably about little after midday, 1 o'clock ish, maybe 1:30.
It wouldn't be terrible to be kind of celebrities for a day, you know what I mean?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, so, you know, we'll have to stay overnight unless you guys want to travel in the dark. I don't care about that because I can see, but
I think I have my coin, but let's stay.
let's eat and see how it goes, you know? Play it by ear. Right, Heston? Ha. Play it by
Yeah.
ear.
Play it by ear.
Okay.
So we'll tell them that we'll stay.
All right.
A flourish.
With that, you'll kind of excitedly kind of shake your hand, and we'll motion you all to an empty sitting house that is kind of there. Just feel free. We'll get it spruced up a bit. Sit down, relax. We'll make sure to get plenty of bedding in here this evening. And this afternoon, let's just I'll just go kind of round up some people. We'll throw something together.
Okay. Excellent.
With
Thanks for your hospitality.
well, thank you. It'll be nice to kind of work those backfields a little better now too, thanks to your hard work.
No problem. Decent Noodle is here to serve.
A decent noodle, and we'll kind of head off at that. Players, you'll be left alone for a while. If there's anything you want to talk about as everything kind of gets together. If not, we can kind of skip ahead a little bit.
Do we need to heal or anything?
I'm down 1 hit point. Oh no.
Oh, I'm down 11.
Oh, I'm down 6. Let me take care of you. Hold on. Okay. I'll do a medicine on Joanna first.
Yeah.
Matt.
Could be worse.
It's a 10.
So essentially,
that
tried for a little bit and just kind of wrapping some stuff up, Joanna. It's just like, what's the point? You know, all I have to do is kind of leave the ankle and the foot kind of elevated from, you know, when you kick the guy, kind of hurt a little bit. You know, like, you'll be fine after a little bit. You think maybe try it again later, but right away you're just like, it's fine. Good goose.
Kiss the boo boo.
Yeah. Yep.
That's it.
I'm gonna
I'll
medicine check on Guzmik.
17 would get it. 2d8.
bad.
Little bow for you on the band-aids.
Here, fix my foot. That's what's got really hurt, and it's a super gross foot too, with really long black toenails.
Dagger. Snick. 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 Toenails.
Here too.
Cut.
Okay, I'll give him the other foot too.
I'll roll 2d8 for healing. And just so you all know, Keith Knack is at 13 of 18, so he's a little hurt, but not too bad.
Oh,
9 points of healing for you, Guzmik.
thank you. I am at full. Very.
And you have a pedicure.
And I have, yes.
I want to do a medicine check on Keith Knack if he'll let me.
Sure.
Dragon lady, stay away!
Yeah, I know. I didn't make her the time.
Don't slap me.
He is squirmy and very nervous about your, you kind of helping him, so it's not as effective as you would have hoped.
We'll be fine.
Everything will be just fine.
Okay. With that, you'll start hearing a bit of noise around the town again, or this little kind of grouping, this little neighborhood. A couple people will probably come in with a bit of spare bedding that they had, some extra sheets, kind of outfit the bed frames that had been in the house. A early fire seems to be starting a bit. What they're making, you're really unsure. You'll get a number of people excitedly kind of shaking your hand, wanting to hear the story. Whether or not you give it right there, you kind of wait for the group. A small little feast is had, and Decent Noodle, you are the stars of the little neighborhood here, this little community.
Guzmik's gonna try to do some crowd surfing.
I'm going to tell a story using the story of what we went through using performance check.
The crowd surfing is ended up being a couple people, and that's about it. We'll run around with
That's enough.
Guzmik. The story. Are you embellishing it?
I'm trying to keep it as straightforward as possible. I mean, there's going to be, dramatic tellings of how we fought extremely hard and oh my goodness, life or death.
Okay. Are you kind of talking about like what really, or a theory that you have of like what it really was?
At the end, it's going to end with, and we found out that the house wasn't really haunted. Someone had placed tricks in the house to make it seem as if it was haunted.
I'll sit in the back, and then when he's done, I'll go, ah!
Nice.
Give me a...
No.
Hold on. It's gotta be something. Ooh, give me an intimidation check.
Go
22.
Joanna. Go Joanna.
All the kids
Oh,
and a
what's this now?
decent number of adults, like, jump out of their seats. Yeah, you timed it right.
I'm so glad that guy was wearing brown pants.
Do a little bow.
Well, I guess it's how long would Decent Noodle like to stay? Are you planning? It sounds like you're planning to stay the night.
Yeah, we're gonna stay the night.
Okay. The night would the afternoon would kind of roll quickly into the night, the evening. More people would thank you for, what you've done, ask you more questions about what it was like there. They tell their own stories of how they, could, when they were kids, a few 5, 8 years ago, kids is relative term, they'd take dares to go up and touch the house kind of thing. It kind of gets to that point of a terror tale, essentially, that everyone was afraid of, and it was the point that no one wanted to be near. Even stories of working some of the fields in that general area, for some reason they always had goosebumps, and you get all these kind of wild tales come back at you from your own telling. The alcohol is limited, but it is there, a bit rustic. They share what they can. And going on into the evening, parents take their kids away early to make sure they're to bed. A few will make their way back to kind of spend some time chatting with whether it's each other or with Decent Noodle. As the last of the fire kind of dwindles down and everyone makes their way back to their respective abodes. Decent Noodle, anything else for this evening, or shall we continue on?
Let's keep going.
One more medicine check at all for Joanna?
Yep, I will do it again.
It's like, I don't want to do one for someone.
I will add a little massage to this one, like around her foot area. 14.
You kind of got hung up in that massage and forgot a step in kind of adding in some kind of herbs onto some of the splint wraps, or around kind of her fists and stuff, and you actually get no healing from this.
I'm just trying too hard. I'm trying too hard.
It's okay. The massage felt great.
I'm trying to finish with a flourish, and it's not working. Okay, well, at least you're not bleeding profusely right now,
Yes.
as I fail. So, your muscles are relaxed. You're just not feeling 100% yet. Tomorrow morning, though, you will.
Thanks, Doc.
Yep.
All right.
As Guzmik walks away, I'm going to go over to Joanna and say, would you mind?
I didn't take 10 minutes.
I was gonna say, I'll look at Guzmik and then say no.
Yeah, I saw
do mind,
too.
actually.
Damn it.
Maybe she's just not healable.
Heal the old-fashioned way. Yeah, maybe something happened down there.
Yeah. God. Did that thing bite you?
No?
Wait, that's a bite mark.
Nah!
Double
Let me
tap.
look at her
The only
with
way to
my-
be for sure.
No! Good old-fashioned sleep.
Yeah. Okay.
All right. Do you guys care at all to place a watch? Or are you going just all to sleep, expecting you'll be fine in this little house that you've been loaned?
I think we should do a watch, don't you? Just in
Yes.
case. I mean,
Yeah.
we
The
just
haunted house was fake. I mean,
well, that
I'm on
thing
it.
in the graveyard wasn't.
that's true.
I mean, I wasn't lying at all when I said they are safe now, but you
Yeah.
know,
No,
I mean,
absolutely.
99% truth. Anything can happen.
Thank you, Mike.
Not at all. I will do the first watch.
I can do second.
Does Keith Knack wanna? Keith Knack, you wanna watch with me again? Then you won't be interrupted in the middle of the night and maybe not get your full sleep.
Okay. Keith Knack, stay watch with Guzman.
Okay, buddy. Let's do this.
Getting shorter and shorter on his list. And that's not a phrase. Anyway, I can't heal him. He's not hanging out with me anymore.
Lower and lower. Gotcha, I understand now.
Yeah, I made that up.
All right. Sure. With that, you can just pass right through this. I'll ruin the surprise. Nothing happens at night.
Nice.
You all get a long rest, so feel free to mark that on your characters that you got a long rest. You should get a small amount of healing from that. As soon as I remember where the long rest button is.
Under each.
It's the
hit the bed.
HP.
Thank you.
Yep.
Hit the bed.
Keith Knack got spells?
I don't think so.
He hasn't
How
used it.
believable was that?
Oh, actually, yes, he does. I forgot that. He does have a
Oops.
Oh well, he could have been totally useful in the last couple of fights if he used his spells, but you know,
I think he was useful.
All right.
He was a badass. Yeah.
he was useful.
You,
He doesn't need them.
Hastian, during the night, kind of, during your watch, just as you kind of get started and take over from Guzmik, you kind of look over and you see that little owlbear doll kind of leave Keith Nack's kind of cuddling. Give me a perception check.
It leaves his cuddling?
What does that mean?
It's fine. You heard
22.
a bit of whispering from Keith Nack, and you can kind of see his hand moving a little bit as a little owlbear goes running, kind of across the room before coming back to him. And you kind of hear Keith Nack kind of giggle under his breath and try to stifle it and act like he's sleeping again.
Spinning my dagger on my finger.
I love Keith Nack. I didn't witness that, but I love him.
All right. Talk about that in the morning then, Keith Nack.
He'll kind of... You sense that he stops moving. He's holding his breath for a moment. And then it's like he remembers to breathe like he's sleeping again.
Is skilled in deception.
With that, the morning were to come. Nothing else really untoward occurs.
I'm going to be sitting right next to Keith Nack's bedroll so that when he rolls over from his pretend sleep, I can just look at him and say, "Hey, buddy, if you needed something and wanted to get up and get it, you certainly could. I almost impaled your little friend there because I didn't know what was going on, and I saw movement, and I thought it was something bad. So if you could just let me know that you're going to do that again. It's my watch."
When do you do that? In the morning when everybody else is kind of getting up, or?
Yeah, right before everyone else gets up.
Okay. So you kind of wake Keith Nack up first.
Yeah. He's already awake.
He will he'll look like a admonished kid, since you kind of berated him for him having some fun.
I wasn't berating him. I was just saying, hey, just be careful. Tell me if you're going to do something like that. I don't mind you having fun. But tell me if you're going to do something like that, because I don't want to ruin your toy.
He'll be a little downtrodden for a bit.
But how did you do it?
He'll kind of perk up at that and will kind of look around at the other two and will kind of... You've been around enough casters in the circus to have kind of known this to be mage hand, to kind of puppet the owlbear around.
Nice. I like it. You could use that while if we're in battle, not with your little toy, but you could puppet other things like that and create distractions.
Keith Nack not that good.
Oh, I think you are, buddy. That thing looked like it was walking on its own.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, okay. Keith Nack, try that next time.
Awesome.
You have saved face with Keith Nack.
All right, man. Let's get some breakfast. Let's see if they got some breakfast for us.
Yeah. Cheese?
You can have your cheese, yeah.
Yeah.
I'll roll over at breakfast and say, breakfast?
Yeah.
You suppose they have mountain's foot here?
I don't think so.
I don't either, but it's not gonna hurt to ask. Don't
Sure,
ask,
we sure
don't get.
can. Yes.
That's what I always say.
So let's go out and try to find some breakfast.
Sure. You get up and the little neighborhood is, the little community is, by this point, kind of cleaning up almost, or, you know, kind of doing a little bit around nearby, but for the most part, you can already look out to see a number of people out in the fields already kind of being busy with stuff. Merrill will kind of, upon noticing you all leaving the house, will kind of get off his porch that he was kind of sitting on. We left a little bit for you. We got a little breakfast if you're interested. Nothing too spectacular, but, you know, least we could do for you.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I don't happen to have any mountain's foot here, do you?
Oh, no. Please, no. No, that's
Okay.
that's
all right.
stuff up in Garath. That's not down here.
All right. Well, you know, it's gonna be delicious either way. Just thought I'd ask. You know, I like to start my day a certain way, if you know what I mean.
She's from Garath.
Okay.
You know.
Well, I'm glad everything worked out then, because... all right.
Thanks for the breakfast.
Thank you for all you have done, and safe travels back to Garath.
Thank you.
As we're pulling off, I'll say, "Don't forget the name, Decent Noodle."
Oh, I don't think we'll have trouble remembering. With that, Friday and Future Glue, I believe,
Yep.
are ready to go, prepared. They seem to have been well taken care of, sitting in one of the stables nearby. Who would be paired up, if I might ask?
I'm definitely taking Friday, so someone can come with me. I'm not riding Future Clue.
Future glue is mine.
Well, Keith and I can go with one of you guys, and I'll go with the other. Makes
Since
sense.
Keith
too.
Knack doesn't seem to has not taken a shine to Joanna, I'll have Keith Knack with me, and Guzmik, you can ride with Joanna.
That's fair. I don't think a horse ride is where I make up those points.
Hey, don't act like I'm the consolation prize. Happy birthday to you, Joanna. And I'll
Guzmik!
hop on your horse.
All right. Heading back, the clouds that had kind of left a bit yesterday came back a little bit overnight, and this morning are a bit cloudy to start, but the day is peaceful and calm. Takes you, I believe, about that 3 hours, so pushing late morning, about the time that you reach the heart of Cyrenthe, heading north or south, depending on which way you want to head. I'm assuming you're heading back to Garath.
Yes.
Heading
Yes,
back to Garath is another about 4-hour journey. Late afternoon, probably stop, I'm assuming, a quick little break for lunch. Getting back as Garath looms above you. The gates open as usual, a small queue kind of forming to get in as the guards are there kind of asking questions and, you know, more so of just letting people pass, just making sure that there's nothing untoward coming through. As you reach the guards, something strange happens. As you pass under the gate, you know, the kind of that portcullis of the gate to enter, a purple light kind of starts to extend from the ground at the edge of the gatehouse and extend up and over to the top of the arch before falling down to encapsulate Guzmik. Surround you in a purple light. The guards kind of seem to be startled. Just as startled as you are. Before they snap to and draw their weapons. Where one yells out, "Hold where you are by the 4th decree. You are to surrender and be questioned. Do you yield?"
Yes, I yield. Of course I yield. I don't know what's happening.
Certainly.
I'll have my hands out too, not like
Wait, all of us?
I think it's just me.
Actually, they focus on all of you all. They order you to dismount and will take your horses from you and will request that you disarm yourselves and agree to be placed in manacles.
Can't disarm this baby.
Joanna, just do it. Just do it.
Okay,
Yeah,
first,
no, yeah.
Can we
Be-
know
hang
why?
Hang on, yeah. Before I agree to have my hands shackled and my weapons taken from me, what am I being accused of?
You'll all of you give me a perception check.
25.
Well, we all know what's what.
Whoa.
What
Hold
the-
on.
oh,
24,
Keep
24, 25.
Keith Knack, what's going on?
I'm trying to find it.
I know. Yeah!
All four of you catch that there is some hesitancy and some you understand that this is definitely not normal, and I guess to put it in current terms, it's like somebody read something in a manual, but it's their first time actually doing it.
What?
It's that kind of uneasiness.
Ah.
You are to be questioned. This is a request by the 4th decree of the royal seat of Cyrenthe.
Okay, I wanna put my throw my crossbow down, and then say, we were literally just sent by you guys to go do a mission. So it has to be related to that. What does this purple thing even mean? We were just here.
What's the 4th decree?
I cannot state that off of memory, but I know the protocol. You'll be questioned forthwith.
Are we allowed to go back?
No.
Could I, do we know what the 4th decree is? Should we roll like a diplomacy or something, maybe?
Give me a society check.
Society. Okay. Not good at that, though.
I can roll it.
I have no idea what that is. It's a 4.
21.
5.
Well-traveled. All right.
We
Hastian,
face that a lot in the circus.
you are aware of plenty of different persecutions that can occur, and I should say, oh, my mind is blanking. Some expectations of circus folk being more unruly, uncouth, and taken at poor face value. So you have been well versed on best ways to present yourselves around town the fourth decree, are that the capital of, the ruling house of Cyrenthe has given a number of different decrees for the public safety of Cyrenthe. The fourth one, though, you really don't know. They're not too well spoken of.
Okay, can I say we will only surrender to the sergeant, or like whoever we talk to initially?
Don't, no, that, no.
What do you mean no? It's worth a try. All they can do is say no, and then we're back here.
I'm letting them manacle me.
I'm taking off my weapons, and I hand them to one of the guards, and I say, "I'd like a receipt for those."
Obviously, yes. We demand receipts for all of our things.
The one starts to scramble to the guardhouse. The kind of the guard in charge kind of yells at him to get back to his post. Receipt shall be delivered in short order, and all weapons shall stay within sight until receipt is given.
That's reasonable, you guys.
I would prefer not to be manacled, like some type of common criminal, as I am obeying your orders, and I will follow you to wherever you'd need to take us to be questioned. But manacles are gauche when it comes to something as simple as none of us know what the hell's going on.
Give me a diplomacy check.
$16. I'll hold your hand if it makes you feel better.
Very well, we shall, you shall go, you'll be ahead of the rest of the others, and if you do anything underhanded, your friends are gonna pay.
All right. Nice to know you guys. It's a joke. It's a joke. Sorry.
Smoke coming
It's
out
a
of my
very,
ears.
very poorly timed joke. It's how I deal with stress. Shall we go then? Lead on, Macduff, and all of that.
Right. I think we have another frozen alley.
Okay, I'm on it.
Get it. Apologies, everyone. I'm going to pause for just a moment. You know what? Actually, it is 8:45. Wait, when do we normally take a break about 9? I think now might be a good time. We're going to take a quick little break, make sure Allie can get back and hear this, and then we shall jump right back into the game. So, be right back in just a few minutes, everybody, and we shall see you all soon. Bye. All right, everyone, sorry for that. We are still having a few technical difficulties, but at the very least, Allie is still back here, so we're able to continue the game. So let me just mix this up just a little bit.
Technically, I called this out at the beginning, so it's according to plan.
That's why you clear your modem and router after a power loss. Just saying.
Technical advice.
Now you know for future.
We're learning.
We're learning. Okay.
That's a show I would watch.
Cool. Okay. Hold on. Now that we're here, I don't know. It's not really. Maybe this one. Sad? I don't know about sad.
I feel pretty sad right now.
You're actually crying. I know it. I can hear it in your voice. Except on your laugh.
We'll go this way. So welcome back, everybody. Again, I'll remind you, if you are a follower, you can actually create an NPC. Feel free to shoot me a message on Discord. If you know me there, Twitch, you can even send me a message there, or even just type it into the chat. I'll make sure to come back and grab all that information. Just kind of a thank you for following and hanging out and watching, and any NPCs will actually end up interacting with the characters in some way or fashion. Again, if you do donate, or if you do sub, your NPC kind of becomes more adventurer class. It's going to have a bigger story to tell. But we'll leave that all to those who are following and watching. Back at it. Allie, I believe you heard that everyone was being manacled, taken away, and
I'm not being manacled.
Hastian
I was gonna say
got
Hastian.
free without being manacled, but he is kind of being more upfront in the group. But the horses will kind of be taken a different direction from you all. They will assure you that the horses will be taken care of and will be returned. If you are, when you are released, you kind of catch that little if-when that was stated.
Not cool.
You are led to the west of the gate to a bit of a... You walk a little bit really close to the wall before you reach a kind of an outjetting of a nondescript kind of building where you're led inside down into a bit of a tunnel and a well-fashioned kind of causeway taken through underground for a while, where you're kind of stuck walking a bit, and it's well lit with ever-burning torches, plenty of light inside, just definitely doesn't see the light of day. Before you step up a few steps and out into another kind of small guardhouse, as it opens up to a Guzmik, what you know is to be one of the kind of training grounds in the corners of the city. So
What kind of training?
kind of the guard training, kind of a barracks-y type area in the kind of southwestern side of town. You are brought from your quick jaunt outside, right back inside, heading to a bit of a jailer's cells. They look rarely used and decently furnished. It's almost like at one point this had been more of a barracks, but then was rebuilt as makeshift cells. As the four of you are kind of escorted into your cells, manacles removed. The receipt. We could get that for you all, and we'll kind of start filling out a bunch of information, and we'll even leave. They'll take your weapons away from you all, but we'll take what gear that you have and we'll offer. So I'm guessing most of the belt pouches, backpacks are going to be taken. They won't search too forcibly. So Guzmik, I know you had that letter stashed away. Is that something that you would take out, or you can hold on to?
No, I'm gonna keep it in the safe place.
Okay.
Here still.
Nice move.
Well, you want to look at my shirt?
That's not necessary, ma'am.
Okay.
Is anyone trying to squirrel anything away, or are you just kind of going with the flow for the moment?
Guzmik will go with the flow.
Tell me
Well,
again.
but reluctant.
Tell me again. Why is it that you need to take our possessions? What what law or issue are we being accused of?
Standard
I'm
protocol,
uncomfortable.
you may be carrying something dangerous, and we just want to make sure that you're able to be questioned by those with the knowledge of what needs to be asked.
I am 100% uncomfortable with you having my possessions and not knowing what it is that I've been accused of.
You're we can bring your possessions to be stationed with the guards within this area, within sight, if you wish.
I have no idea what you are accusing me of, and you're asking me to give you all of my things. No.
I think it would really help us. It would help my friend here with the ears to know exactly, even not exactly, but it is some kind of idea about why we're being held. Why we're being held. To make him feel better about giving over his things. I know you're making a
Exactly.
receipt, and that's great. It's gonna help, but is there any way you can get someone over here to tell us what we're being held for first?
I will go find what I can and will return forthwith.
That would be most wonderful. We will be
Thanks.
right here.
Yep. With my stuff.
Okay,
Heston,
now.
Heston, dial it down a notch. They're doing what we want. Look in my eyes. Look in my eyes. Take a breath.
Look, I've been subject to a lot of crap in my years in the circus, where people took us in, took our stuff away, and when it came back, oh, suddenly something's missing. Oh, gosh, are you sure you had that? So no, unless I know what I'm being accused of, I don't like giving away all of my things. You can take my weapons from me to make certain I'm not going to harm you, but you can't have my stuff unless I know why.
It's reasonable. This is my hometown, though, so if that'll help you feel any better about what's going on, that stuff doesn't always happen here. But I understand you. I hear you, and let's just not start anything. This is nothing
Yeah.
we want to mess with. Yeah, good. Keep breathing.
Relatively quickly, that same guard will kind of return back with not even, well, he kind of come huffing back and was just like, apologies. It states that this is we are to acquire any goods carried by the persons, for they may be holding or have knowledge of dangers to Cyrenthe.
Did you look up why the purple eye happens? I mean,
All we know is it's a breach of the fourth decree, and we simply have to hold. And we have already notified the appropriate parties to arrive for questioning, and I seriously hope it will be soon, maybe in the morning.
What appropriate parties are coming?
yep, that's what I was gonna ask.
The
Question.
the lieutenant of the guard and representatives from the Lost Library and the Sundered Collective.
They can't come till tomorrow?
I am unaware when they are to arrive My apologies.
Can we get like a supervisor or something?
Can we talk to your manager?
I'm gonna Karen out all over this place right now.
Whoever wants to, give me a perception check.
Working on it.
Allie, if you have a d20, or I can roll it for you.
Roll it for me. I will go find mine.
Okay.
Oh, no, I won't because it's at work.
You only have one d20? That's okay. You got a 22.
Yeah, let's go.
All of you are catching on that all the guards are at a loss of what to do. And the one guard that you have been questioning hard and berating is getting very upset that he doesn't know what to do.
That's
The
okay.
purple-
We're all learning. But we can learn with your supervisor.
The purple light
Fine.
just went around me, right?
No, went around all of us.
Just Guzmik.
Oh,
That's where
And that was-
it's settled around Guzmik.
And that's when we walked across, like, the entrance to
shit.
Garath.
Correct.
Did I give him like right now? Guzmik is kind of like panicking, a little in her head to like think about what she might have, like what we might have just picked up, for example.
Bad taste in your mouth.
I was gonna say, does she still taste ash?
No.
But I still have that journal that I read, and shortly thereafter had the ash in my mouth. Maybe it wasn't related, but
I'm certain it is.
so
I want to ask to keep the journal at least if they do take her stuff.
yeah.
It's just light reading.
Uh,
I'll be
I
bored.
take off my belt and do it back. Take it off, do it up so it's in a so it's all together.
all the
And I
rings
hold out
fall
my-
out that you've
I
stolen.
hold out my belt and pouches to him, and I say, "Here, I know everything that's in there, and if even one thing is missing, I will raise this place to the ground to get it back."
one particular nervous guard will reach out and take it and kind of hold it at arm's length and step back from kind of the gate, the bars, and kind of stand there for a little bit as you hear another guard like grunting and groaning as they thunk down a chest kind of across the room on the other side, and so he's always keeping it at arm's length, and we'll bring it over there.
While I was taking it off the pouches, I'm gonna see if I can't palm my thieves' tools, my lockpicks.
Okay.
$21.
We're gonna go this one, and they're not set up to say.
I'd just like to say I feel a part of the stream because I actually don't know what people roll until you say it.
Sorry, Hassian got a 21.
No, he said it. He said it.
Oh, okay.
It was just like I have to now hope that someone says it.
All right, I know that is a
Noted.
+5, so I will roll that at a 5. We'll
Nice.
say that they did not notice. As a group, they were more focused on making sure that you are appropriately taken care of and will hopefully not cause a scene. As Hastian's stuff is put into that chest, Joanna, when did you kind of give up your stuff? Did you give it up, all of it, right away? Were you trying to fight back and hold it off till about the time Hastian did?
Yeah, if possible. I don't think I was like waiting or like holding off. I think I was kind of just like watching Hestian and his deal until he gave it up.
Okay.
And then also, but I wasn't like resisting.
And I think Guzman gave up right away, accepting.
Yep. I did. Yeah. Obviously I didn't give the note up. Could I have tried to raise a stink about the book as well?
I just want some light reading. We're gonna be bored.
I mean, if you want, but someone else would have already kind of taken your stuff. But it is up to you if you want to bring it up.
Oh, so it's already happened.
Yes. Yeah, for
That's
you.
okay then.
Yeah.
Then I won't.
Well, you and Keith Knack, because Keith Knack probably would have, panicked and dumped everything so as not get in trouble.
Mm-hmm.
His cheese.
It's cheese. Well, he probably ate a lot of it.
He did.
overall.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Surprisingly, a decent amount of it's gone.
So they have the book.
Yes.
But they don't have the letter.
Correct. The weapons, Hastian, your weapons, easily seen from your belt that you handed over, will be removed and taken away to a different room.
Oh, I had given them my weapons at the
okay.
gate.
Perfect. So the weapons will not be going into that chest, you do notice, but Joanna's and Hastian's stuff will end up going into that chest across the way. Keith Knack and Guzmik's stuff is nowhere to be seen.
I'm sure it's fine.
I trust them. This is my hometown. That
What could possibly go wrong?
Is there... Can we get you anything to eat? To drink? I'm unsure how long this will be. At the latest, in the morning?
I take an oatmeal and a whiskey. Can we have whiskey here?
Oh, can we have Mountain's Foot? It's been a long day. Is that allowed?
They won't have
I'm not
it.
from here.
Do you have it?
Technically, Mountain's Foot is not a controlled substance, but we do not have any. Though,
Yes, you do.
if you go to, if we were to locate some food for you that happened to have it in it, and you let us, if you don't cause trouble, we can locate some for you.
Yeah, you can locate it down at that warehouse that you have it in.
Okay,
Over-
Hestia. Okay. Thank you very much.
Yes.
Oatmeal for all?
Yes,
No.
that would be.
Yes.
Okay.
You two can have your oatmeal. I'm not having oatmeal. Bring me some
Well,
fresh fruit and whiskey.
Okay, so Keith Knack,
Okay.
you want oatmeal too, right?
Yeah, give me a perception check. Everyone who wishes.
Is he having problems because of the cheese?
Roll for me.
Oh my god. All right.
Crap.
Heston doesn't care about
Okay.
cheese.
Guzman,
I rolled a
18. Hastian had a natural 1. Joanna, you had a 14. Hastian, you are focused on the guards and giving them that kind of, where's your manager look. Yeah. Guzmik and Joanna, you notice Keith Knack is like almost having a panic attack in the corner. Whatever.
Keith Knack. Well, what's
Are
happening?
we in separate cells?
I'll say you guys are all together.
I'll go over to him. Probably Joanna. Right
Yeah.
away.
Yep.
Keith Knack, what is it?
I don't want to get in trouble. I want to take my treasure.
Oh, Decent Noodle doesn't get in trouble. It's okay, Keith Knack.
They're not gonna take your treasure. They don't want to take his treasure. I mean, it's hidden, right? With the scarf.
They can't take his treasure. We're here.
I mean, they haven't
No.
taken your rings or anything either, so they're not like truly
They also
trying to
can't
take
take
everything. They just want to take, the majority of your stuff. But it's not like they're
Just
patting you down.
most of it.
Yeah, most of it.
Okay, Nick, it's gonna be all right.
Yeah.
Just
Oh.
squeeze my arm.
Oatmeal, please.
Okay. What do you want to drink?
Can I have that tasty beer?
Oh, the ale?
Yeah.
We can try. We can definitely try.
I'll just kind of like look up at the guard and put on like a pitiful look and like gesture towards Keithnak and be like, he would like an oatmeal and a nice ale.
Give me a diplomacy. God dang it! I'll roll a diplomacy for you.
You will.
Get your diplomacy.
I don't think it's very high.
10. Yep. Yeah, the 6 + 4.
What kind of ale was it? I don't remember.
I think it was like golden grain ale.
That sounds right. Sounded
No.
nice and light.
The guards will kind of confer a little bit, and again, that startled, they don't know what to do exactly. But kind of the one head guard you seem to have been talking to most will step forward. Food shall be procured, and depending on what our supervisors say, we'll get you some drinks.
Guzman
Thank
is
you.
gonna step forward, pull out the intimidation, and say, "This has been very, very stressful for all of us, especially that one in the corner. So you see that you get us some alcohol, especially that one, golden green. 18.
18.
And then I show him my teeth.
They'll kind of snap to, and almost a couple of them might like start having whispered conversations with that head guard. And I will see what I can do. But you kind of get the sense that he seems to be caving, and you're expecting you might get some drinks tonight. Or with your food.
Thank you.
Is Keithnak in manacles?
Were
out.
before, yeah. Now that you're in the cell, you're free of manacles.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
What the hell?
I can go for a nice nap. This will just be like a little vacay.
This could have gone better.
Yeah.
Well, as soon as the head guard gets wind of us and what we've done successfully, I would expect he's gonna make sure we get out. Got that note still, right
I'm
here.
so intrigued.
Okay. I guess, is anyone attempting to break out or cause a stir while food is procured?
Not yet.
So give it about maybe an hour, and a couple guards will come in with some oatmeal in some very familiar bowls. And
How's it smell? Earthy?
very earthy. Yep.
Oh yeah.
So
Joanna.
yep. And the guards will kind of pass them through to you. Will also have brought in a number of fruits. Hessian, there's even some fruits that are like a little more pricey, that you're kind of surprised to have gotten if you said, I want fruit. Seems like they spent a little bit more than would be minimum.
Oh my god, we're gonna die.
There's your last meal.
If we're gonna die, I'll get us out of here. But I don't think we're gonna die. I think that our friend Goosemick put a little bit of the fear of why can't I remember the Pantheon?
Salil?
Fear of the Pantheon.
You're talking about the Lost Sister?
Yes.
Yeah, Salil. Yeah, I put the fear of Salil in their hearts and minds. For sure I did. I mean, we got drinks, we got oatmeal, you got fruit. Yeah.
I'm
scary.
The drinks do come shortly thereafter as well. The whiskey is not super high end, but it's not bottom shelf either.
Okay.
I'll take it. What's the inside of the cell look like? Is it like brick and mortar, or is it finished plaster lath?
Let's see. Mainly wood, and kind of like the outside had been kind of wood. On the inner facing, the outside of that building had been stone. And inside, probably, again, getting that wood reinforced with stone in between other cells. There's probably about 4 other cells in this general area. One on either side and a couple across the way, where your guys' chest with some of your stuff is sitting. And there's at all times like a couple guards nearby, and not really eavesdropping on you guys, trying to give you space and be respectful, but also keeping an eye on you. The room itself is probably 20 by 20 with a good 6 beds inside. Kind of a couple on bunk beds, a couple not.
So I'm thinking that some of the fruit are like oranges and have those seeds that have the sharp point end to it.
Okay.
I'm going to take one of those seeds and scratch into the wood. Hestian was here.
I mean, you could have used Goosemick's nails, but...
Yeah, but I don't want to trim them. I don't have my knife to trim them off.
Hey, you don't touch these. You don't touch these. No.
I cut your
Only
toenails.
I touch. Yeah, you can do my toenails. They
All right.
They look real nice.
Thank you. I'm glad you liked it. I filed them down too with the edge.
Yeah, I'm not cutting my feet right now. When I It's pretty comfortable actually. I might be asking you to do this again. I didn't realize there was another way than just having bloody legs all the time.
Yeah, we'll take care of you. We'll make sure that happens if we get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, it's not if, it's when. Oh, it's when.
When.
Stay optimistic. That's what I say.
Well, I know I'm getting out of here, but...
Okay.
Looks like you were also here, and I indicate.
Yes, I was.
After kind of seeing Hestian kind of do that a little bit, Keith Knack will take his nail and try to, kind of start scrawling and whatnot a little bit in the wood, and you've gotten a few looks and the trepidation of, I want to say something, but the other guard kind of just like kind of wait, shakes their head to wave the other one off, and
that's right.
So after a few more hours, like, it's getting close to nightfall, and there has always been a bit of action around, whether it was, kind of guards kind of in the training field, or people kind of wandering about this building and hearing people upstairs. But kind of during this lull, you catch an impending and approaching set of heavier footsteps. And in walks Jelrix Stonescale, the Black Dragonborn lieutenant of the guard. Decent Noodle, welcome back. Apologies for what has transpired. Also, hello, Dave. I regret to inform you that we will have to extend your stay until the morning.
What?
A couple, the procedures have to be, re-looked over. It has been quite some time, and apologies, they say they won't be ready until the morning.
Why do we have to be in here until the morning? What have we done?
It is simply to make sure that no trouble is caused from you.
Her?
I mean, you all.
Okay, what kind of job did you give us?
Because
No,
we did
I
it.
didn't give you any job.
Successfully.
You took the job. I
Okay,
assume.
so what kind of
This is
job
semantics.
are you throwing out for people to take that's gonna have them kept in a cell for 24, 48, however long?
We're
it
gonna put
takes
this.
someone to get up off their ass and come and talk to us.
Can we put this
just
on your
take
message
it.
board?
I would prefer you not. I simply took the request from Merrill Goldfield. It would be upon his shoulders that this would lie. I simply held on to the reward and passed on any relevant information to interested parties.
Well, we can, go talk to Meryl right now. You just let us go.
We'll turn around and go back all the way there.
I expect a group shall be dispatched forthwith to speak to Merrill for more information.
What is the
What?
fourth? What is? Give us the actual verbiage of this fourth decree.
He will kind of rustle about a bit and pull out kind of a small note, probably about the size of his hand. The fourth decree states that those who are in party of ones who have activated the lights around the guardhouses are to be detained and questioned and released.
And how do you activate the lights around the guardhouse?
Apologies, that is not in my purview. My purview is to follow the decree that I have here. Those with more information shall be here to inquire in the morning.
Well,
Okay,
this-
when's the last time this has happened? I mean, it seems like your guards don't really know what's going on.
It is
they're very nervous.
It is in the manual to be trained, to watch out for, to be prepared for any such action, but this has not happened in probably a good 30 to 40 years.
What? 30 to 40 years? And now this light comes around Guzmik?
I apologize, but I can speak no further upon the incident until a council is formed and met with you all.
Yeah, all right, whatever.
Is there any other accommodations that we may provide to make your stay as comfortable as possible?
Yeah, a room at the Three Cats Laughing.
I could provide. We could requisition mattresses and sheets from the Three Cats if that would be.
No, a room at the Three Cats, not the sheets. It's not
What?
that. It's the atmosphere.
It's the sponge
got
bath
all of our
by
shit.
Cat Lady.
Yes, that too.
Upon release, a complimentary night upon the guards could be, or upon the guards could be gifted to you all.
Guzmik would like to look at Keithnak and determine if he is still freaking out or if he's mellowed out with his first glass of golden grain ale.
He is less freaking out than before, but is still keeping to himself a bit and his drawings in the corner.
We are gonna need a bunch more golden grain ale. Can you bring us that?
Our little friend there is not used to being incarcerated.
Upon
His
your
comfort is our comfort.
upon your word that you shall not attempt to escape before, and with a kind of wave off from Hestian, will kind of nod and make his way out.
Does he lock the door after he leaves?
No, but a couple guards are still stationed in the general vicinity.
I'm gonna go and I'm gonna open the door.
Well, I mean, to your cell was never unlocked.
Oh. That's what I was asking.
Sorry.
Okay.
He stayed on the other side of the bars the entire time.
Oh.
Because we're dangerous criminals.
Smart man.
Capable of unspeakable violence.
Okay. More frustration occurring. The guards will eventually will return with a small cask of something, and will kind of like set it up, like pull a chair off over and kind of set it up next to the bars.
Keithnak's kid drunk.
I'll turn back to Keithnak and say, "You see this keg? I did this.
The party now.
Enjoy." I mean, we can all have
I'm gonna
some.
look at Keithnak after the guards disperse, and I'm gonna say, Keithnak, we're gonna be okay. And I'm gonna walk over to the door, take out my squirreled away thieves' tools, and I'm gonna pick the lock.
What? What?
Fuck. 13.
I thought you were good.
Give me
at this.
another thievery check.
I thought we were following the rules.
14. We are.
What are you doing
Hush.
then?
And a performance check.
Oh.
The 13 obviously was a bit a failure in opening the lock. The 14
16.
and it's a 14 of thievery and the 16 of performance to essentially attempt to cover your actions in more so of shaking the bars in frustration than actually trying to use your tools. The guards will pay more attention, be taking a little more notice of you and keeping an eye on you when you're at the door, but they don't charge in to confiscate your thieves' tools immediately.
All right, I'm gonna pocket them again. In thievery, come on, roll higher than. What the bloody hell?
14 for the thievery. Okay.
I want to re-roll that. I'm gonna burn the Minnesota Muse. Point
Yeah.
that she gave
Wait,
me.
no, I'm not cheering for this. We're following the rules.
28.
You're not following the rules.
Seeing-
No, I'm just trying to keep my thieves' tools on me so that they don't come and get them.
Sure.
So you can not follow the rules again later.
What I was
That's what I'm
here's what I'm trying to do. Okay, here's what I'm trying to do.
Okay.
I want to try to pick the lock to show Keithnack that we can get out anytime that we want to. Open the door slightly, close it, and use my thieves' tools to relock the door to help him understand that he's going to be well taken care of.
Okay. After the couple beers, he has definitely mellowed out and is a little less worried, especially with the three of you and your air of confidence. With that, we'll kind of more food is to be procured for you all as well, to make sure that you have, you know, plenty satisfied and will not be causing a ruckus. But with that, kind of the evening would kind of roll around. The guard actually is now 4 guards instead of 2. And we'll end up kind of rotating throughout the night. Is there anything you guys are planning to talk about? Do you guys do you want some time to talk as players? Do you want to attempt to do anything? What is your thoughts for the overnight?
First of all, I would like to tuck Keithnack in, make him comfortable, make sure he's got his animal, right? His little toy. They didn't take that.
Nope. Well,
I was gonna ask
yes,
for it, but then
they would have. You know what? They probably would
Those
have.
monsters.
Well, I mean, he dropped his pack and kind of gave everything, so.
Okay. Well, I'll just tuck him in with the blankets that we have. And I'll make a point of kind of bunching up the blankets a little bit right underneath his little hands. So it feels like he's got his little toy there.
Okay.
I'll sit by him until he drifts off.
It's a bit fretful. You kind of be, you know, definitely doesn't fall asleep really fast, but after a little while, we'll have drifted off to sleep.
I will come over to the other 2. What do you guys? I mean, do you think it was the book? Like, what else do we? What else do we have? I mean, what did we have?
yeah, I got
What did
nothing.
we have? I mean, the light came around me, right? Like, the only thing I had that you guys didn't have was that book. I mean, besides the stuff I've had when we left.
Yeah.
I mean, I know my jaws are a lethal weapon, but that's probably not why. That's not why that happened.
Yeah, I don't know. He didn't touch the rings.
Well, the rings weren't on me.
No, yeah, right.
I
'Cause
think
Thunder
she's talking
collected-
about the rings that came off that glove.
We all 3 have, but
Right.
Yeah, I guess I need to start specifying which rings.
It's true. I don't know that Heston took any of. Yes, I do. I do know Heston.
At
took
least
them.
one.
At least,
Yes.
I think the other one too. I guess no, yeah,
Oh,
just the
you're
first
right.
one.
Rings, single plural. It's gotta be the book. But it was just
Yeah.
a journal. It's just a journal.
I guess we can see what the group system are. I mean, I really don't know.
I did look at every page, right? I mean, I didn't just look at the writing.
Oh, you know,
There could have
yeah,
been
yep.
pockets I didn't check, I guess.
Yeah, for the most part, you kind of checked it over, and there's a lot of tables and calculations at the front.
It's just a book. Why would it do that? This is pure conjecture. We're gonna just have to wait it out. I don't have it anyway.
Yeah.
Players, do any of the three of you keep a journal?
No.
Nope.
Is Keith next?
No. Anything else for the evening?
No.
No.
I'll probably start doodling on the walls the more bored I get, but that's about it.
Are you going like covering all the wall in kids' crayons? Or are you going just a couple little drawings here and there?
Probably a couple little drawings here and there, but they're all etched in.
Yep. Okay.
Any theme to your drawings?
No, I'll probably just do like a random pig, and I'll probably be in like an animal mood or something. Whatever the mood is. Whatever a phrase.
Some farm animals from the Goldfield farm that you just left.
Yeah.
You were
Maybe Friday.
There you go. Okay. The morning comes. The guards have been kind of swapping out overnight, depending on, how long everybody was asleep, whether or not you kept a watch. Nothing really occurs. I would like all three players to give me a perception check. And again, more breakfast, more oatmeal, and fruit will be provided. I gotta go get Joanna again.
No.
Got a
morning
22.
whiskeys?
No morning whiskeys. All right, Hassian 22, Guzmik 13, Joanna 16. Hassian and Joanna kind of waking up and getting ready a bit and looking about. Keithnak is still asleep and just kind of just rousing as well. And he kind of gets up and sits off the side of the bed as he's cradling his owlbear.
Sneaky.
Good job, buddy.
I'm not gonna say anything. I'm just so proud.
I totally approve.
With that earlier head guard will kind of come in and all right, it sounds like the plan is to head to the room for a quick interrogation, questioning, and then this whole matter should be taken care of.
Can they just do it here?
Unfortunately,
Just go with him.
All right, don't tell me.
and procedure will call for manacles.
Really? Still don't know what I'm accused of.
Apologies, I don't know either, but I am following the chain of command.
Guzmik submits.
It's just on the hands, right? Not the feet.
Just the hands.
Yeah, easy.
That's the kicker.
Okay. Everyone will be manacled. You are taken off a bit again, kind of winding pathways to a building, or you're taken through some, not tunnels, but like hallways that seem to extend from one building to the next, as you are brought to what you can only assume based on why you're there, a trial room. There is it's about 50 feet in diameter. It'll end up dropping down kind of a few steps, and on the right side of the room, or right side of this kind of lower circular area, is a curved and rounded bench with anchors in the floor. And on the other side of that depressed area is a shallow table with 3 chairs behind it. The 4 of you will be escorted to the bench and chained into the essentially into place, not sitting directly next to each other. There's a little bit of space in between, and it's not super tight. You have a little bit of play, but you are still kind of trapped in place. In between the, on that far side of the room, in between the bench and the table, rests something covered in a tarp, probably about 5 feet tall. It's kind of almost like a small dresser, or like a column of some sort. You're unsure what's underneath it.
Does it look like a coffin?
No.
Okay. Whew. Like,
Well,
wow, that was fast.
No, it's too narrow for that. It seems to be
Alright.
pretty narrow, whatever it is, pretty shallow. But about the time that you guys are kind of locked into place, you start hearing a bit of commotion from the door that you had just entered. And inside, or next comes striding a halfling woman with a scroll in one hand and a pair of satchels over her shoulders. Her green eyes and bouncy brown curls give off one demeanor, before you notice the stern stride and glint to her eyes that she's on a mission. She kind of turns back and yells back into the corridor. Not yells, but, sternly speaks into the corridor. "We will do this by the book and speak to the group for additional information as stated in the guidelines," as she kind of waves the scroll back to the others behind her, who strides in one Novicius Lucklin, the kindly middle-aged human with black hair and glasses, who you know to be a representative of the Sunder Collective. And with him also strides in Jelric Stonescale, the lieutenant of the guard, that black Dragokin whom you had spoken to the night prior, and who had sent you on the who let you take the Goldfield quest. Apologies for the delay. Just had to go over the procedure again. It has been quite some time. The 3 of them will sit on the other side of the table as the halfling woman pulls out a number of items and lays them out on the table. "My name is Terracin Bellum, and I am the first librarian of the Lost Library," as she lays out a sheathed short sword. "It seems you're already acquainted with Jelric Stonescale, lieutenant of the guard, and Novicius Lucklin, representative of the Sunder Collective," as she sets down a blank brass coin with a golden edge. Before we begin, hold on, and it pulls out another item, the journal. Right, before we begin, we have to, I'm gonna make a request of you all. This is a bit of sensitive nature, and in order to question properly, we have an item here for you. All you need to do is string a chord, because this is the plotter's harp. It will help us converse without others hearing, and it provide a bit of honesty as well. So, and it is best to speak with truth while during this, and hopefully this will all be over soon. And with that,
Can I
go ahead.
ask if it goes both ways? Like if they can't lie to us?
Yes, actually, it is part of the agreement that all those under the effects can hear each other and need to, or are expected to speak honestly.
Not that it's gonna
Whatever.
happen, but what if somebody doesn't speak honestly? What happens?
I fear to tell you what will happen.
Nothing. I got it.
With
Strike
that,
the cord. Let's do this.
with that, Novicius will go over and pull off the covering on what is a large harp, and he'll kind of lift it up and start moving it towards you. And as soon as it starts to move, it's almost the string gets plucked and music starts to play. Instantly, the general area is like deafened in music, where you can't hardly even hear anything but music, as the harp is presented to each of you, and Novicius himself has already plucked just a single string.
Ink.
Is that loud enough? Fuck.
That's okay.
The shortest string, I'm gonna pluck that.
Okay.
Just so it's really high pitched.
I'll go a random one.
Okay, Guzmik.
Yeah, I'll do the girl's long black finger now.
Keith Knack will hit one,
Random.
two. The other two, Jelrix and Terrison, will pluck one as well. And right after you pluck that, the music kind of fades away. You still hear it in the background. The harp is obviously still playing, but you're now able to kind of converse with each other and be able to hear each other. Please, players, you need to give me a... Shoot, is it will? Wisdom. What are the saves again? I will save. Allie, I can roll for you.
Thank you.
Allie, you rolled an 11. Would you like to use a hero point? Or keep
Is it 1 hero point?
Yeah, just one.
Oh yeah, easy.
15.
19 is what you would have gotten now.
Nice.
Are you happy with that?
Yes, I think I'm happy with that.
Okay. Hastian, you had your 15. Are you good with that?
I'm good with a 15.
Okay. Guzmik, natural 1.
I will use a point to change my roll to a 3. So 11.
Okay.
I am gonna take it.
You're gonna leave it?
I mean, it ends up being an 11.
Yeah, no
so
worries.
I'm okay with that. Seems, yeah, taking it.
Okay. Hastian and Guzmik, you cannot speak any deliberate or intentional lies. Well, you can, but it will be strained, and any deception checks are going to be at a negative. Joanna, you can. You don't feel like you're terribly under the influence of this harp, but you do still get the feeling it's probably best not to lie. Same thing with Keith Knack.
Oh, I lied to Novicius last time we met.
And now the truth all comes out.
Mm-hmm.
After the harp is replaced back to the side. Again, my apologies. as I stated before, my name is Terrison. We just have a few questions for you all, and we can be on our merry way.
Oh,
First off, I will need to know, please state your name and group or guild association for the record. You kind of look all between the four of you for someone to start.
fine. Hestian. Affiliation. Decent Noodle. Prior affiliation. Dr. Sorry, keep forgetting his name. Was traveling mystical wonderment. Circus.
Thank you. Next.
Who's
Okay.
McGork? Affiliation Decent Noodle.
Yep. Joanna. Affiliation Decent Noodle.
Keithnack, exiled from clan, helping and getting help from Decent Noodle. All right. Now, what might be your business in returning to Garath?
Cashing in a job that we just completed.
Okay, that does equate to previous information. Now, upon your persons, were identified a number of questionable items, and we'll just have to quick run through those today, and we're almost done. First is obvious, and from Novicius's mention, that the three of you, pointing to my three players, each carry an artifact called a Ring of Five Paths. And the three of you had no prior knowledge of each other but a month ago. Is this true?
Yup.
Affirmative.
Yes.
All right. And you as well, little kobold, or you are known by Novicius as you had reached out previously for protection, but you ran off from your protection. Anything to say for yourself? Keithnack kind of squirms a little bit in his chains. They were big and scary and wanted to steal from Keithnack. And you hear a kind of that music that had been in the background as you get kind of a discordant twang. Kind of ruins the mood for a moment before settling back in. Terrison will kind of make a note a bit on a scroll that she has. Is there anything that you would like to amend your statement there, Keithnack?
It's okay, Keithnack.
They were big and scary. All right. Very well. Now, what does this symbol mean, and what is your association with it? And with that, she will pull out the short sword.
God sakes, is that one of the maw ones?
You see the black maw
Jesus Christ.
etching into the side of it.
Oh, what does that mean? It's the black maw. We found it on things that were attacking us and trying to kill us. We brought it here to try to figure out where it came from.
Yeah, the people that we found it on, it didn't match the other equipment they had, so we came to Garath, a huge city, to investigate it.
All right. Very well. And now, this item, I must ask, what is the purpose of this coin? She holds up a coin with a gold edge, a blank bronze face, and a silver. The other side is silver with an image of like a coin purse on it.
Honestly, I have no idea. It was gifted to me.
Which one is that? Like
That's the one that came out of the stove.
Okay, I
have-
would like to say, because I feel more confident.
It's
that-
my item.
I
What?
mean,
You know what? I'm trying to use my
I-
will save, man. Okay, you go for it, bro.
This is the honest truth. I honestly have no idea what it symbolizes.
Okay.
I got it as a gift.
the harp plays normally.
Good phrase.
She'll kind of make a couple notes and kind of scratch her chin a bit. All right, and
You know what it is? Can you tell me what it is? Because I'd really like to know.
Ooh. I forgot
Yup.
already that they can't lie.
I am aware of its association.
Good. What's its association? You can help me out.
I would prefer to not pass upon that information.
Why would you prefer not to pass it on?
I would like to not answer that. Nothing
Awesome. That'll be
nefarious, just to let sleeping dogs lie.
All right.
Okay.
All right. Last item. Where did you locate this book?
Ooh, where did we? In the tunnel? It was
Was
during the job we just finished.
It was in a coffin. If you
Was it?
must
Oh,
know.
it was in the coffin.
And where were you for this last job?
Goldfields?
Garath can say.
Yeah, I mean, we got this job from Gelrix, who's not standing up for us whatsoever.
It is true. They were off doing that haunted homestead quest that had been up on the board for some time, and they had spoken to Merrill Goldfield.
And we completed the job, found out that these dwarves had set up a bunch of stuff in their house to make it look like it was haunted. While they were digging underground and found this, I don't know, ancient elvish or ancient cemetery, and unfortunately it looks like the entirety of the dwarven expedition, well, not the entirety, but the leaders perished and the rest of them left.
All right.
And that book was in the coffin with the younger of the two leaders.
You're still planning on paying us for this job, right, Gelrix?
If the job was completed successfully, then of course.
It
Is the
was.
book why we were stopped?
It is possibly one of the reasons. And you'll kind of
Wow,
hear
they
it.
are
You'll
lawyers.
hear a twang, and she will say, "It is one of the reasons why you were stopped." Now, about this book, what are you planning to do with the information within?
I did not know that we were supposed to have a plan. I'm curious what plan we would have.
We were bringing it with us. I mean, if there was any question as to whether or not we completed the job, we have proof that we have items from the dig site. We have a signet ring from one of the two dwarves. We have the book. We have the scraps of the journal, the two of them, one that's the real one and one that's the one that they leave around for people to find to convince folks that that place is haunted. So if Mrs. Blackscale there had any doubts that we had completed the job, these are all items to present to him and say, yeah, we did. What's in the
All
book?
right.
Yeah.
What kind of information is so overwhelming that it presents a threat to Cyrenthe?
It is best for me not to stay. But I do have one final question, and we shall get you upon your way.
Why would we answer another question if you haven't answered any of ours? It seems a little unfair.
I mean, I have answered a number of your questions.
You've answered that you don't want to.
A
I
non-answer
don't
is
answer
not
this
an
question.
answer.
Well, very well. What answer or what question would you have?
What's in that book that makes it so dangerous?
She'll kind of squirm in her seat. I am not at liberty to discuss. My apologies. That is one question I cannot answer.
What's the last question? Let's get this over with.
All right.
Fine, do it.
Do each of you swear that you are endeavoring for the betterment of Cyrenthe and its common people?
That's some big words.
And a very weird question. Why wouldn't we? I mean, we're looking for the betterment of our pockets.
What if I find
Thank
what if
you.
I'm gonna find something about myself? I don't like this.
Here's the thing. I can honestly say that I don't want to make anyone's life significantly worse. What you're asking is, you're asking me, a gentleman who's got a colorful past in the circus, as it were, to swear an oath of fealty to a country and a world that has treated me thus far in a manner that is not something that I would, consider grand. Do I swear an oath that I will? What was it? What's the oath again?
Oh, I can amend the question if it causes such a...
Just tell me what the oath is again.
Do you swear that you are endeavoring for the betterment of Cyrenthe and its common people?
Being that I'm a common person, and I'm striving for my betterment, and by my betterment, I'd be able to spread my wealth around to others in Cyrenthe, I can honestly say yes, I am here for the betterment of common people, i.e. me, and the betterment of Cyrenthe, because if I spend my money, everyone else gets money, and so therefore people will be more comfortable. And I also would stand up for that, which is right. I mean, it's not like I'm gonna go about and stab and kick puppies or anything. You're just asking a lot with that one oath. I mean, do I look like a paladin or a crusader to you?
Yeah, I like his answer. Can you make that into a question? We will not do any harm, I guess, is our goal. Maybe? Oh, I really don't like working in absolutes, ma'am.
All right. If you're having some difficulty, I can work on changing the question in but a moment. If I may ask a couple others for my own curiosity. I guess first off, would you know it has come to my attention from associates in Godsheim that the three of you were able to recover the body of one Kellen Renlest. Might I ask if such a report is true?
Yes.
Yeah, I carried his body for like 3 days, so yeah.
Yeah.
It wasn't
Why-
that long.
why
I said
do you have interest in Kellen?
Actually, Kellen Renlest was a longtime associate of the Lost Library, and we had lost contact with him for quite some time, and we're remiss to hear that he came back, that he had passed.
Was he doing any work for the library when he went missing?
No, he had been under contract previously, but had been released from any official duties at that time.
You went a little bit nutsy crazy. Just so you know.
What?
But
No.
Yeah, he did.
no, don't, no.
No. Why are you giving him information? Answer the question. That's it. Did we know him? Yeah. We met him.
Okay.
We transported his body. Respectfully,
Uh-huh.
I might add.
That's what it did here as well. Do the four of you have any... Oh, god dang, I'm trying to... Hold on. There's one name I did not get passed over.
I gotta be honest, I think seeing the initials of Kellen on a map is way worse than someone bringing him up. Like, that was nothing.
weren't surprised by it.
A little surprised, but not a gut punch.
Quiet, mysterious kind of reminder when we
Yeah.
just see the initials. With a gut punch.
God dang it, I forgot their name. Do the three, or do the four of you have any association with a Miss Dawnscale?
Do we?
Let's go.
Oh, is it Kale's mom?
No.
I said Kale's mom.
The three of you would not. You would.
Could
I'll let you know.
truthfully
Truthfully, say that you do not.
Thank
Okay.
you.
Yeah, no.
No, but who are they?
Well, they. I'm sure the news will reach Garath proper soon enough, but they seem to have been another wielder of one of the trial of Godsheim, and also made off with the rod that was being held. But curious if the same state of knowledge, prior knowledge of each other was consistent.
How long ago did this happen?
Let's see, it 4 or 5 days. Hold on, let me do the math. Oh, by now it would have been about 5 days.
And did she get one of the rings off or both of them?
I was gonna say, I thought there were two.
It is just one ring.
So
From
it's
the
still there.
reports I
Rod
have.
that was in there.
Hmm?
Interesting.
All right.
So
Yes.
the gauntlet is still in Godsheim with one ring on it, but no rod in it.
That is
Is that correct?
true. from our reports.
Do you know if they're coming to Garath?
That is unknown to me from the reports that I have received.
How do you know her name?
Well, it was requested at the part of the trial. You all, the three of you, gave your name as well. It is back to its little more official, celebratory kind of trial state, but nonetheless, another ring has been claimed.
We also said where we were going. She didn't do that?
From my reports, it does not say that she said that she made mention.
Did your reports mention what color their ring was?
It did not. Multicolored as last we heard.
So they haven't chosen their
checks.
path. All right.
Okay, all right. The
Person after my own heart.
final question again. Do you swear that you are not working to cause harm to the common people of Cyrenthe?
Yes.
Yes.
Intentionally,
Of course-
yes.
Of course we swear it. Decent
There's
Noodle swears it. Decent Noodle swears it.
All right, I think we're done here. Novicius, Gelrix, please see yourselves out, and I shall finish up.
Wait, can I ask one question before we're done?
Very well.
We get all of our stuff back, right?
That is correct.
Including the book.
That is correct.
Okay.
What was the roll for? I heard a roll.
That was me.
I didn't roll.
Um,
I
I was
can't
gonna
roll.
try to. I was like, do I pocket the ring? No. No, I don't. Or the coin. No, I'm not gonna do
Oh.
that.
We get it back.
Yeah, we
Since
just get it back.
Yeah.
with that, Gelrix and Novicius will kind of stand up. I'll be once you're ready, we will speak to the. Yeah, yes. We're one last thing but you all feel free to stop on by. I'll be waiting nearby. We'll get you all sorted out with about the bill that you had taken. And Novicius will get up as well, kind of smiling. He kept relatively quiet the entire time and is seeming his relatively jovial self as the rest of the guards step out with Gelrix and Novicius, and they close the door. Terracin, still sitting in front of you, will pull out the second satchel and will pull out 4 scrolls and it looks like a perfume bottle of an orange liquid. All right. This shouldn't hurt a bit. Just wrapping up. And with that, she'll start going around the corners or around the table. She'll grab a scroll and the perfume bottle and kind of spray it into her mouth. All right. She'll step in front of Keithnack. Open up the scroll in front of him. And you see her mouth move from sitting nearby before translucent purple-black tentacles extend from the scroll and reach for Keithnack and his head. No sound comes from Keithnack as he stares wide-eyed, frozen stiff. And after a few moments, tendrils retract back into the scroll as writing
What
seems to
the
appear on the
hell?
scroll.
Was
Mhm.
that?
Apologies. Just wrapping up any loose ends.
No.
What does that mean, though? You can't just say a vague.
What did you just do?
Some
To our
information.
friend.
He is fine. Feel free to ask him a question. He's quite all right.
No, thank you. I would like to ask you.
Some information is best not traveled about. And with that, we'll head back to the table, grab another scroll.
This is to unlock my manacles.
Okay.
21.
Sure.
Yeah, I don't like this.
Okay, she'll kind of back up and panic for a bit. It's not to hurt. It's simply to finish the.
Stop being vague. What are you doing to our brains?
There is information that everyone should not know about, and if you, if we can handle this amenably, it'll be just a moment, and no one will have any more problems with travel about. But until then, you will be stopped, and this will repeat again and again.
Why?
Because of the fourth decree.
What the hell is the fourth decree?
Yeah, I'd be
And how
okay
are we
losing memories
violating
if I knew
this?
what memories.
Very well. There is a place we must not want people to investigate for their own safety.
With that graveyard.
I mean, that
Yeah, we already told people
that is
about it.
not safe either. It'll be just a moment, and there will be no
Oh my
problem.
God, the ship. Oh God.
No.
No. You got a
It's-
problem. Oh, you got a big problem.
Wait, what's the problem? Oh no, I'm lost.
I think it's just the information in the book, right?
That would be correct.
But
Doesn't
what's the
must-
point of taking our memories if we have the book?
See, it should be no problem at all.
Are you
Yeah, I
taking
feel
the
like-
memory of the book.
Yeah,
Hey,
and then
No,
geez, Dad,
the-
what's that book on the table?
Ooh.
The journal that you found in the cavern, in the grave, right?
What pages? Yeah, what pages did you take out of the book? To the halfling.
All pages are accounted for.
That doesn't answer the question.
will be
all
in our
pages being
possession.
accounted for means that you know where all of them are.
Yeah.
Are all of the pages still within the book?
All the accounted for pages are in the book.
Guzmika
You know
is just
what?
gonna reach over and grab the book. And
You
look at
are
the
out
book.
of range of the book.
Oh, I'm still manacled too.
Yep.
Can I get up and walk over to the table manacled?
No, that's too far.
Okay.
It sounds like the scroll is to help us get in and out of towns. So I'm just gonna tell you that I'd like to deal with it. So we can go.
We have. I can promise you that no harm is to come of this, and the harp does continue playing.
Well, I don't care. There's no harm if we don't do it.
Fine. Since I'm already free, do it to me first.
Might I ask that you at least sit down upon my own level?
I'm sitting.
Okay.
I never got up. I just took off the manacles and was like, what the hell?
As she will go back and again spray herself or mouth once again.
I
Unfurl
want
a
you to
scroll.
know, while she's walking forward, I'm going to say, I want you to know, I don't take kindly to people messing with my mind. I've been dreaming, and as an elf, that is not something we do. So this is why I am very upset that something reached into my friend's mind.
Duly noted. I would love to question more for my own edification upon your
We'll
issue.
go and have a drink, and I'll talk you through it.
Are you being truthful for that?
Yeah.
Okay.
If she buys me a drink, I'll tell her almost anything.
She steps forward and opens the scroll, and you see the scroll is blank. As she, from standing in front of you, you are the only one to hear her say, Valandeth, as the tentacles kind of extend out towards you, passing through, kind of frozen for a moment as the tentacles retreat back and she shuts the scroll. But no writing appeared on the scroll. See? Harmless. And we'll kind of set that off to the side. And Joanna, how about you next, please? And kind of same point, we'll open the scroll, speak the word Valandeth. The same tentacles reaching out for you, passing through, and coming back as she slams the scroll shut. And again, no writing upon the scroll. And last, Miss Guzmik.
Get it over with.
Same procedure. All right. Thank you very much. You are all. Well, wait. Where are the keys? Just a moment. Let me. She'll kind of come running out to open up the door of.
I walk over to Guzmik.
I look questioning.
These
the
tools.
Go
over to
Chalrix.
Knick-knack. I can't. 14. I
Nope.
got an 18 for Guzmik, 14 for Keithneck. Man, these are tough.
Yep.
Hang on, one more try. That's a 16 for Keithneck.
You will still probably be, partway through it, and maybe even moving on to Joanna, and Chalrix is kind of heading back in and will be a bit stunned at the notice that you are already unmanacled, and we'll look down at Terracin and then go to the harp and throw the tarp back over the harp.
Circus folk, what do you want?
Well, shall I get the last one then, or?
Oh, please go right ahead. I don't want to steal your thunder.
And with that, he will take out a key and unmanacle Joanna. With that, players, it is 10:30. And I think that is where we are going to call it tonight.
Excellent.
Whoop, whoop.
Great game. Loved it.
Oh my
I
god.
got to be a bastard.
You guys are freaking out. No, I mean, nothing was wrong. Come on.
Guzmik was chill. Uncharacteristically.
I don't like it.
Yes, I think that is a good place to stop. We should be back here next week. So let's kind of get through a quick outro so that we can move on and get the players ready to decompress, because I feel like there is some pent up crazy and conspiracy that they are itching to get out. Let's see. First off, we're going to start again with our bard, Gregorless Designs, or the Derpwood. You can find them on YouTube for providing music every week. I'm trying to get through more of their music selection, so hopefully we'll see some more. I'm going to have to get some more battles, I think, to really get you guys something different. Let's see, where else was I? Oh yes, followers, anybody who had followed tonight and previous followers who still haven't created a character, if you want to create a NPC that can inhabit the world of Cyrenthe, and maybe one of them will end up interrogating the players at some point as a guard or some such. We'd love to get more people's ideas into the game, so feel free to shoot me a message and we can kind of work on getting that through. Let's see. I do want to thank Minnesota Muse and Gregulus Designs, the Darkwood, for our hero point donations for tonight. So thank you very much. Players are going to make definite use of them, and I can't wait to make good use of mine, because now I have some. I think that's about it for the main things. Now the outros of Mike. Where can our viewers find you and keep up to date with all things Mike?
Well, I am Mike, aka Madcap23, on most social medias. You can find me on YouTube and TikTok and other places. Got myself 30 plus years of TTRPG experience. And tonight I have been Hestian, your Whisper Elf Rogue.
Awesome. Allie, a little bit about yourself and how your first campaign is treating you.
Yeah, so my name is Allie. This is obviously my first campaign, and it's been very good. Tyler Tythalanos likes to keep me on my toes, and very, I don't know, lots of conspiracy theories. I'm ready for a week of being able to think about it. So, we'll see. Hopefully I have video back and don't go the opposite way of becoming a text-based player, so.
No, we're going to work on getting you corrected and figured out in something, because we love having you here, and I love seeing the game through a new player's eyes, because it's so much fun.
Yep, next week.
Yeah, next week. Shelly, a little bit about yourself and where everyone can find you.
For sure. I'm Shelly. You can find me on Twitter at RealFleaMonkey, and then Twitch and Discord is just Flea Monkey. You can find me also on Tuesday nights doing Greyhawk over at Guild Superior, and obviously here every Wednesday doing this.
Definitely got to check out Guild Superior. I mean, you guys almost died last night.
That was a problem.
So Dave's a great guy, and got me into actually GMing, because that is one high cliff to jump off of, but I'm loving running this game. So I think I have enough players' attention that they want to stick it out and keep playing. So that's awesome to see. Other than that, I have been Tythalanos. You can find me here. You can find me at Blue Sky and Twitter. It's all Tythalanos. Keeps it nice and simple. I think that's about it. We will be back next week, next Wednesday, 7:30 Central, for more Cyrenthe, to figure out what the heck the players want to go and where they want to go with this new bit of information, now that they will probably be released from their interrogation. Probably, definitely, should be. Guys will be fine. What could go wrong?
What could go wrong?
With that, again, thank you so much for hanging out, everybody. Thank you for watching. I love streaming this game. This is the highlight of my week. So we do hope to see you all again next week. Bye.